Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today I have no makeup on because I want to demonstrate and review the Supergoop Glowscreen Broad Spectrum SPF40 sunscreen. Now I recently picked this up not too long ago. I have used it many different ways and I'm ready to review it and show you what this looks like. Now if you've been following me for quite some time, you all know that I love a glowy, dewy, youthful complexion. And there's nothing better than achieving that complexion with your skincare products as well as your sunscreen. Now of course I do like to pick some makeup items as well that achieve the same thing, but I love to achieve it with skincare because I feel like it just shines through your makeup and it looks absolutely beautiful. And of course if you don't want to wear makeup, then having a sunscreen that achieves that complexion is a bonus, and that's why I'm so excited to review this with all of you today. So I do have a lot of other sunscreens that I'm testing it right now, so I will have some more coming your way, and of course I will have a big video where I will share all of my sunscreen go-tos as well. So get ready, stay tuned, that is coming very soon. So before we get into it, if you could please like this video, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. By doing so, you will always be notified whenever I upload a new video, and I do upload videos every single week. Alright, so let's jump right in. So with the Supergoop Glowscreen, this is a chemical sunscreen, and there are 3 chemical ingredients in here. The first one being avobenzone, and this is your UVA filter. The other 2 is your UVB protectors, and those 2 ingredients are octisalate as well as octocrylene. So those are the 3 chemical ingredients in this formulation. Now when it comes to sunscreens, I do prefer using mineral sunscreens over chemical because with mineral, these sit on top of your skin, whereas chemical sunscreens absorb into your skin. And sometimes people can be very sensitive to chemical sunscreens because of the ingredients, and you could experience stinging on the skin, and of course you could experience other side effects as well depending on how sensitive your skin is to chemical sunscreens. So with mineral sunscreens, these can be more gentle and they're less irritating, but of course you do have that white cast that could happen as well, which isn't always the best option, especially if you are somebody that doesn't wear makeup. So going with a tinted mineral sunscreen would be a better option. But with that being said, I haven't found a mineral sunscreen that performs like this one in terms of the finish and the complexion that I get with this. I haven't found one that is really glowy and radiant and dewy like the Glowscreen. So until then, I'll be using this one, but I am on the hunt for a mineral sunscreen that performs like this one. And if you know of one, leave it below. I would love to know. So this also has hyaluronic acid in it, sea lavender, which is an antioxidant, as well as cocoa peptide. And the cocoa peptide will help to protect your skin from blue light damage. So this one is formulated very nicely. This isn't going to leave your skin super greasy and oily looking. So I do want to let you know that you will see it on my skin in just a minute. I have read some reviews that people said that this is very mattifying and it feels drying on the skin. Now I haven't experienced that whatsoever, and if I have, I wouldn't be using it because number 1, I don't like matte looking skin on myself, and number 2, I don't want to wear a sunscreen that's going to be drying out my skin and making my skin feel tight. But of course, everybody reacts differently to skincare ingredients and of course sunscreens, but I have not experienced that whatsoever. I actually find this to be very hydrating and very glowy on the skin, and it does keep my skin pretty hydrated throughout the day. So not only does this work great as a sunscreen by itself, but if you are somebody that wears makeup, this acts as a makeup gripping primer, and your foundation and your makeup just grips right to this sunscreen, and it acts as a beautiful base. So that is another option for those that use a separate makeup primer. This could replace that for you, especially if you like the finish of this. And I'm telling you, your makeup stays in place all day long and it just looks so radiant. So that is another bonus why I like this. Works perfectly underneath makeup. I've never experienced any pilling with this whatsoever, and this works well with my vitamin C serum, my other antioxidant serums as well, and I have used multiple different types of moisturizers as well, and I've never had an issue. And there are many different ways you can use this sunscreen. You can use this by itself. There is a slight tint to it, which you will see in just a minute, and I've used this many times on its own without makeup, and it's beautiful. I actually quite enjoy just wearing this on its own. Then of course you can apply this all over your face before your makeup, which is typically what I do. And if you're somebody that is not into a radiant look for an all-over complexion, then I would suggest going in with a mattifying sunscreen or a sunscreen that provides a skin-like finish. Apply that all over, and then go in with this afterwards and just highlight certain areas on your face to give a glow. And that is another great option that you can do as well, especially if you don't feel like wearing makeup. And if you do wear makeup, then of course when your sunscreen shines through your foundation, you will see a little bit of a glow in those areas, and I think that would be really beautiful. I haven't tried that technique yet, but I think that it would be a great option for those that are really oily, especially in the T-zone area. Alright, so I just put my hair up in a ponytail so I can show you what the sunscreen looks like. All I have on my skin right now is my morning skincare routine. A few months ago, I did upload my updated morning and evening skincare routine, so if you want to see those videos, I will leave them below for you as well as up here in case you want to see what types of products I like using. Now, since uploading those videos, I have changed a few things in my morning and evening routine, so I will be sharing an updated routine very soon, so stay tuned. So when it comes to sunscreen, you do want to apply at least a 1/4 teaspoon of sunscreen or 2 finger lengths of sunscreen to get the full SPF protection, whether it's an SPF 40, 50, and so on. So I've started to do the 2-finger rule, and it makes life so much easier. So you want to start from the base of your finger and draw a line up to the tip of your finger, which looks like this, and as you can see, there is a slight tint to the sunscreen. Now, I don't put this down my neck, so all of this is going on my face. So I like to apply a separate sunscreen on my neck because this is a little bit too glowy, and I do find that this can transfer onto your clothes. So you do need to be careful when it comes to this sunscreen or any tinted sunscreen for that matter. So I will not be putting this down my neck in this video. But I do put it underneath my eyes and all over. I don't put this on the tips of my ears because I put a different sunscreen for that, one that doesn't have a tint and a glow to it. It spreads really nicely too, and it does absorb nicely once you really focus on massaging this in. You can already see how glowy this is. So this is what it looks like all massaged in. You can tell that there is a slight tint to it, and it did help to even out my skin tone a little bit with the redness that I had on my chin and my cheeks. And of course, I have a really nice glow going on as well. Now, it's not too tinted where it doesn't really match my neck. It actually flows pretty nicely. There are a lot of tinted sunscreens that I can't use unless I'm self-tanning because they're a little bit too dark for my face, and then of course it never matches my neck because I'm pretty fair on my neck. So with this one, it does match pretty closely and it doesn't look too noticeable. Now my skin is still a little bit wet, so when my skin dries down a little bit more, it won't be as intense, but I will still have a beautiful glow, dewy finish to the skin, which I really like. I will go in with an under eye concealer at this point and just color correct under my eyes and maybe just correct some other discoloration that I have going on, throw on some mascara and a tinted lip balm, and that will be my look for the day. And I will do that quite a bit, especially now with lockdown. We are in our third lockdown here in Ontario, so hair salons are closed again. My hair is growing out like crazy already. It's only been 6 weeks, and who knows when I'm gonna see a hair salon again. So this is great for those days where you don't have to go anywhere, but you still want to look and feel good and put together as well. So you are getting 50 mils of product. This retails at $48 Canadian. This is fragrance-free, cruelty-free, vegan, reef-safe, as well as great for all skin types. And of course, if you like that glowy, radiant look to your skin, then you will also really enjoy this. So I want to hop on here, give you a quick little review and show you what this looks like on my skin. And I would love to hear your feedback. Have you ever used this before? Will you be trying this out? This isn't water resistant, so if you are going to be sweating and being in water and being outdoors, this wouldn't be the option to go with. You do want to pick a sunscreen that is water resistant if you're going to be active. So let me know your thoughts on this sunscreen, and I will see you all in my next video. So take care, and I will see you guys then. Bye guys.